Good afternoon, lecturers and fellow students. I'm Kelly, this is Yuan Kai, this is Jane, and we are Group 5 from Clean Energy Management. So today we're going to talk about our 4AC under popular brands of appliances such as fridge LG or the Samsung TV. So talking about our power consumption of our household, pros and cons of supporting power factor, floor plan layouts, and proposal to improve energy efficiency. So now I'm going to pass the time to Yuan Kai, and he will elaborate more on the big rating system and the electrical appliances that my team have researched on. Yeah.
So some of you might be thinking, what is the big rating system found in most of our electrical appliances? And in short, it is for consumers to identify the more energy efficient models and to indicate the model of appliance, the annual energy cost, and lastly, the annual energy consumption. Moving on, I'll be presenting to you about the specifications of some of the electrical appliances that my team and I have researched. First up, we have Samsung television TV. The Samsung television TV has an annual energy consumption of 279,000 kilowatt per hour and a monthly energy cost of $6.25. It has a 4-tick rating system and a power of 0.08 while on standby and a power factor of 0.93 while it's on. The other television that we researched on was LG. The LG television has an annual energy consumption of 208 kilowatt per hour, $4.60 for monthly energy cost, 3 ticks, and a power factor of 0.07 while on standby, and 0.95 while it's on. The next electrical appliance that we researched on is on air conditioning. And the brand that we chose was Daikin. The Daikin Icon has an annual energy consumption of 2,342 kilowatt per hour, $52.67 for monthly energy cost, 5 ticks, and a power factor of 0.85. And next up we have fridge, a common household appliance that most of us have. The first brand of fridge that we chose was Samsung. Samsung has an annual energy consumption of 336 kilowatt per hour, a monthly energy cost of $7.58, 3 ticks, and a power factor of 0.89. While LG has an annual energy consumption of 299 kilowatt per hour, $6.75 for monthly energy cost, 3 ticks, and a power factor of 0.87. And next, I'll pass my time to Jane, who will talk more about the floor plan and electrical billing.
Okay, so this is my house floor plan, and as you can see, I have 2 TVs, one in the living room and one in room 3. So the first TV is the Akira TV, and it has a power consumption of 0.135 kilowatts per. And for the LG TV, the rated power consumption is 0.21 kilowatts per hour. So I also have 3 Panasonic air conditioners and 1 Samsung fridge. So for the rated power consumption of the air conditioner is 0.59 kilowatts and 0.835 kilowatts for the different settings. The power factor for the cooling and heating settings are 0.92 and 0.93. The annual energy consumption for the Samsung fridge is 670 kilowatts per hour and the power factor is 0.10. So to calculate the electric bill for the month, I will need to know how much is the electricity tariff rates. The electricity tariff rates are made out of 4 main components over here. So the first main component is the market administration and power factor system operation fee. This is reviewed annually to recover the cost of operating the electricity wholesale market and power system. The next 2 is the market service fee and the network cost, which is reviewed annually. And the last, energy cost. This component is adjusted quarterly to reflect the changes in the cost of power generation. So in my electric bill, as you can see over here. Maybe it's a bit blur, but there's two rates over there. One is the 0.207 and then 0.2030. And why there is two is because most of the utility companies usually read the electric meter once every 2 months because to read the meter is very expensive. Thus, there are two rates shown in the electric bill. So now I'll be passing my time to Kelly.
So the pros and cons supporting power factors correction. So we have the pros, which is decreased power demand, reduce electricity costs, and increase profitability. So the cons we have, they have short service life ranging from 8 to 10 years. They are easily damaged if the voltage exceeds the rated value. And also once the capacitors are damaged, their repairs is uneconomical. So it's like uneconomical means like we waste money and the equipment. Yeah. So ways to improve energy efficiency is to unplug chargers when unused. Even when chargers are not being used, they are like still consuming energy when plugged in. And decrease the amount of opening time of the fridge because the fridge will have to produce more energy to cool down the internal capacity of the fridge, resulting in more power usage. And try to set your aircon to about 25 to 26 degrees Celsius. Yeah. So we have our reflection. So for me, it's an eye-opening experience to go to the best Denki in Hidden Mall. Then we did our research with my teams to do our research on the appliances. Through this, I got to know which are the most popular appliances and the power used by them. Therefore, I will try to save more energy by switching the appliances off when not using them. For Jane, she has learned how the tariff rates are regulated by the Energy Market Authority and revised quarterly to reflect the actual cost of electricity. And this helps her to calculate and check her house electric bill in the future. And for Yuan Kai, through this team project, he has accumulated experiences that help him better understand how the power appliances in our home runs. And furthermore, he has also been able to learn more about power factors and how it works. Yeah. So that's the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Mr. Yang, do you have a question for us?
Yes, I have. Can I see your slide, please? You close off here.
Yeah,
should not.
I want to ask you about the pros and cons of power factor correction. Can you explain to me what is power demand? How does correcting the power factor decrease the power demand?
It's like,
because increasing the power factor, we are trying to get the power factor to 1 instead of it is best for power factors to be 1, and by decreasing the power demand, we'll be able to achieve a closer number to 1 for power factor.
Are you saying that if I correct the power factor, I would decrease the power demand?
By increasing the power factor to 1, closer to 1, you are able to maximize the amount of energy used and compared to energy wasted. So in that case, you save more energy.
Do you know what is power demand? So same thing for the other class also talk about power demand, but actually you don't know what is power demand. So how do you decrease power demand? And how does decreasing power demand reduce electricity costs? Reduce electricity costs. Do you know in your house by improving my power factor, it never reduced my electricity cost? It only by increasing or by correcting power factor, actually only people like Ngee Ann Poly will benefit.
So is it in that case, maybe it's like referring to the pizza story that you were referring to, like during lesson time, like the energy wasted while it's like when the energy is transported to the house.
Same. For our house, the same thing. Energy is also wasted. But for my house, if I spend money to increase my power factor, it doesn't affect very much on my electricity cost. But for Ngee Ann Poly, it will save Ngee Ann Poly a lot of money. So what's the difference? So please go and research on power demand, and then after term break, you can explain to me why.
Do you know roughly at your house, at our home, what is the power factor? 0.80, 0.85, 0.9, generally. HDB, condominium, whatever. This is what Mr. Young said at home. Even private property, but not Ngee Ann Poly. Do you know?
So this is my holiday assignment.
I will give you the answer since Mr. Young gave you the assignment to do.
Go and explore why correcting power factor will decrease power demand, and because of decreased power demand, I reduce electricity cost. Is it true for your house and also for Ngee Ann Poly?
Okay, come to your cons. You say they are easily damaged if the voltage exceeds the rated value. How often the voltage will exceed the rated value? How often? And at what occasion? And why? Why when it exceeds the rated value, the device will be damaged? So I got few whys.
Assignment for you.
Assignment for us.
Okay?
Okay,
It's recorded, so go and do.
I research on it, because that will improve your
Okay,
knowledge on it.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next team from PA22.
I have.
Next team,
Can
team 3. Can help me identify, please, yourself here?
yeah, can come over.
Team 3.
Or any of you. Jasper also can identify all the members. Can I need the thumb drive with me? The computer might not be compatible with the thumb drive. Only the thumb drive. Yeah, but I ask you to store the thumb drive. Yeah, sure. That's right. The computer not compatible with the projector. Your computer is not. So your thumb drive, put the thumb drive in. Have you all saved in the thumb drive? Let's say now. The computer might not be compatible. Just no harm to try the computer. You try to plug in, see what happens. If a thumb drive saving take a long time, do it at the same time. I can save at the same time. You try to plug in. Save first, save into a thumb drive, and then. Yeah, just try very hard at the Matthews team. Find that it's difficult.
This one don't have HDMI.